Spurs Talking. Welcome back to another video. And today, guys, today we're talking about Victor Wembanyamas injury and what does it mean with the team moving forward. And this also means next man up too, guys. So, without any further ado, let's start right now. So here we go. Everybody, welcome back to another video, guys. And like I said, today's Tuesday, and I'd like to talk about Victor Wembanyamas injury, guys, and what does it mean moving forward. So let's get the video started right now, guys. So I have an article I'd like to read to you guys first, and then just give my opinion after and everything too. So let's start the video right now. So here we go. And then this is the title right here. Victor Wembanyama missing time with calf strain. Spurs are out for a few weeks, putting a work candidacy at risk. And then Wembanyama suffered calf strain against Warriors last Friday. I think it was last week. The San Antonio Spurs announced the star big man Victor Wembanyama will miss time with a left calf strain suffered in the loss to the Warriors on Friday night. Wembanyama set out on the Spurs win over the Kings on Sunday night, and is now expected to be out of action for at least a few weeks per Shams. And then this is actually the tweet right here, where Shams tweeted. This is what the tweet says. San Antonio Spurs Victor Wembanyama has left with calf strain and expected to be signed for a few weeks for tell ESPN. So this is this tweet right here too. I'm talking about Wemby's injury. And then it goes on saying this a firm timetable for his return was not provided, but the San Antonio Express News reports he will be reevaluated in 2 or 3 weeks. And then this talks about Wembanyama's points and everything here too. Wembanyama has gotten off to a phenomenal start to his third season in the league, averaging 26.2 points, 12.9 rebounds, 4 assists, 3.6 blocks, and 1.1 steals per game, while shooting splits on a 50, 34, and 85 shooting splits. Thanks to Wembanyama's emergence as one of the game's most dominant two-way figures, the Spurs have raced out to a 9-4 record and sits right now in the 5th place in the Western Conference. If we were to miss 3 weeks of action, that would mean Wembanyama will be out for at least 10 games. For a player who became early and yet heavy favorite to win Defensive Player of the Year and puts him at least in the conversation for most valuable player, a 10-game absence would leave him with a little margin to fulfill the NBA's new 65-game requirement for major individual awards. Wembanyama would only be able to miss 7 additional games the remainder of the season to retain award eligibility, given the teams generally ease players back into action after calf strains. Limit the number of back-to-back plays his awards candidacy could be in serious jeopardy. And then just talks about the talk about the awards right here too. About he could be in jeopardy too. But let's keep moving on here. On the court, the Spurs will have to lean on De'Aaron Fox and Stephon Castle's out right now too. So I think he's out till December, I think, at the latest. But I'm not too sure about that. And their talented backcourts in Wembanyama's absence. San Antonio performance against Sacramento offers a glimpse in how they can still find success without Wembanyama pushing into the tempo and leaning on their offensive talent without their defense anchor on the floor. Luke Cornett got the start at center against the Kings, and veteran Kelly Olynyk moved into the backup role. I think the Spurs won that game. I think the final score was like 122 to 110. I'm not too sure. I need to go back and look at the final score for that one. The Spurs will have 2 more home games to figure out their plan without Wembanyama before have heavy road starts with the six of their next 7 games away from San Antonio, and including difficult matchups with Denver, Minnesota, Orlando, and Cleveland. And then these are the matchups coming up, like what they said right here. First up our last 2 home games of the 5-game homestand were against the Grizzlies and the Hawks. The Grizzlies are without John Moran right now, so that game can go either way. And then and also we have the Hawks coming up too, and then there's gonna be 2 away games at the what's gonna be the Suns and the Blazers, followed by the Nuggets. I guess the Nuggets will be a challenging task for us because that can go either way too. Let's see what's gonna happen on that game too. And then we have the Timberwolves, and then again the Grizzlies. I think it's in their home game too with the Grizzlies back home, and then another 2 away games with the Magic and the Cavaliers. Follow that too. And then this just talks about where we're at in the standings right now. This last paragraph right here. Only 1.5 games separate the Spurs in 5th from the Suns in 8 in the West, And the next few weeks will be a serious early season challenge for Emily Johnson's group and learning how to handle adversity without their star. And then that's just the end of the article right there. Let's just see the injury report for tonight's game against the Grizzlies. Uh, like I said, Stefan Castle's out to at least November the 20th. Dylan Harper's out the same thing till November the 23rd, or it may be prolonged. Let's just see what happens. And right here with Victor Wembanyamas being out for a couple weeks, he's not going to be reevaluated until the December 2nd. So hopefully he can come back sooner rather than later for Victor Wembanyamas. Let's just see what happens after the reevaluation and everything too. Here, let me switch screens again. Here we go. So like where it says, just it's gonna be next man out for the bigs like Luke Cornett and Kelly Olynyk too, Jeremy Sohan too. They all gotta step up and play some big minutes and also score. This is also going to test our bench, see how our bench is capable of scoring to moving forward because we have some good matchups coming up here within the next 10 games or so. But yeah, guys, let's see what happens. Let's see if we can still win some games without Victor Wembanyama being silent for a while and everything too. I hope Victor Wembanyama comes back sooner rather than later. Hopefully, he doesn't have to miss more time after the reevaluation and everything. But yeah, guys, that's just my opinion. I guess this is just ends the video for today. I just like to talk about Victor's injury and everything too. Just let me know your thoughts and everything down in the comment section down below. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Thank you for subscribing to Spurs Soccer, everybody. I'll see you guys in the next video. See you guys very soon. Thank you guys and goodbye. And also go Spurs go.